Well, guys, it's Thursday. I've got a money saving discount coupon code that'll save you $19 off a single purchase today. I've also got another free pick in baseball, plus a potential NBA teaser to discuss with you as well. And I'll run down who's hot and who's not. But first, guys, a personal appeal from me to you. And guys, it's simply this: stop pissing off women out there. They are the sole reason that we are being tortured by hearing that damn Adele on the radio nonstop. I'm tired of hearing Rolling in the Deep. I'm tired of hearing Set Fire on the Raid. I'm tired of hearing how much this album is sold. You realize this album has sold almost 9 million copies in the US, guys? 9 million. It sold over 3 million, close to 3 million this year. It sold 90,000 copies last week. And it's because you guys are pissing off women. Because I'm telling you, every bitter woman out there who has gone through a breakup, who has been dumped, who has been jilted, who has been betrayed, that's the market that's buying this damn album. If you guys don't stop it, we are going to be hearing more Adele for the rest of the year. I can't stand this. I cannot take this. I mean, to think that this damn album is going to probably outsell Pink Floyd's The Wall. It's going to outsell Dark Side of the Moon, outsell someday, Michael Jackson's Thriller. I mean, come on. This is not Frampton Comes Alive coming out, revolutionary new music. And I have just two words for you to think about: Norah Jones. Now, if you follow the music industry, you know why I use Norah Jones. We go now, after she won all the Grammys, had all the big sales, we go, whatever happened to Norah Jones? That's what we're going to be saying a few years from now about Adele, but it's all up to you guys. If you keep pissing off women, they're going to keep buying these records, because it ain't us that are buying these records. And guys, listen, if any of you out there are humming Set Fire to the Rain or Rolling in the Deep, and any of you out there own a copy of this album, I don't want you watching this video. I'm embarrassed to have you as a fan. I mean, there's no room for you here at the site. So I feel a little better now. I've gotten that tirade out of the way. Let's talk gambling. You can't talk gambling all the time. You have to take these things, let them roll off your shoulders. I feel much, much better now. Okay, guys, let's first talk about Anthony Red, because, damn it, he won again last night. Geez, I mean, just a phenomenal, phenomenal roll. Let me give you the long-term numbers, okay? And then we'll break it down just the past week, okay? The past 92 days, his record is 82-49. Hit 2 out of 3 25-dime plays last night. A $10 better. The past 92 days, we're talking 3 months, give or take a day, right? The past 3 months, a $10 better has won $12,922. Now, you may recall, and I told you right here on the video report, a couple of weeks ago, Anthony hit a little bit of a slump. He had lost 4 out of 5 days. Suddenly, that profit was closing in on $9,000. Now it's at $12,922. Anthony is one of those guys who has won on a consistent basis over the years. Nobody wins every single day in this business, and anybody that claims to is a fraud, a liar, a cheat. I've told you that many, many times. Most of them run 800 sports services as well. They're the guys that, I've never lost a game. I've won every game since the caveman came out and invented the fire. I mean, those guys are frauds, okay? Anthony, 7 out of 8 winning days. $10 players won $3,475 in that 7 out of 8 winning day streak. Again, you're looking for someone who can make you money on a consistent basis. Again, Anthony, tonight, 50-dime NBA winner number 2 in a row. The Bulls Heat just cashed with his most recent one back on April 12th, about a week or so ago. Clippers over the Timberwolves again. Hit 2 out of 3 25-dime plays last night. The Bulls and the Heat, ironically, last night were both 25-dime blowout winners. He's on a 29-12 run with those 25-dime plays, and this play is twice as strong. Now, the reason I gave you that little hint about and talked about Anthony's losing streak a few days ago was because now we're going to talk about Craig Davis. Has Craig Davis lost 3 straight days? Yes. Has Craig Davis lost 4 of the last 5 days? Yes. And here's the bottom line, guys. You go back to February 1st, and those $10 bettors are still up $4,760. Well, you don't accumulate that type of profit unless you win on a long-term basis. You're going to have some peaks. You're going to have some valleys, ups and downs. I always say that handicappers are no better, and gamblers too, guys. We are no better than the teams and the players that we are handicapping and betting and gambling on a daily basis. We are subjected to the same ups and downs, streaks, winning streaks, and losing skids as those teams and the players are. Well, tonight, Craig, another one of these guys who has short-term memory deficit. I always tell you, you cannot bet scared. You cannot gamble scared. You've got to put aside what happened the day before, the week before, because if you dwell on the past, you often lose the focus that's needed to find the next money-making opportunity. And tonight, he's going for it, guys. 100-dime winner number 6 out of 8 is NBA blowout of the year. 42 and 29 run with 100-dime plays the past 2.5 years in all sports combined. I gave you his profit numbers. As for me, guys, last night, highest rated baseball play of my career and of the year. Another one of those rare 15-dime plays. How easy was St. Louis 11-1 over Cincinnati at home? I told you Garcia is one of those situational pitchers. You ride him at home, you go against him on the road. It's just like Jared Weaver with the Angels. You ride him at home, you go against him generally on the road. I'm now 9-2 with the paid baseball plays so far this season. 8-4 with the free baseball plays. 3 out of 4 with the 15-dime highest rated plays so far this season. And 13 out of 18 winning days, including 5 of the last 6 on the plus side. But I've got to tell you guys, tonight, the baseball card sucks. I'm heading over to the NBA. That's where my best is going to be found tonight. Now, free play. I'll get to that in just a moment. Let me give you a money-saving discount coupon code. It is going, I was going to use Adele, but we will go with April 19. April 19. April and the number 19, no space between the word and the number. April 19 will save you $19 off a single purchase here at the site. Hey, FYI, in case you're wondering, Scott Delaney, I can't really talk about him right now because he had his second 100-dime winner of the baseball season, which last night was the Cardinals, in fact. Second 100-dime play in as many nights, and today he had a 100-dime play on the early card. I don't know the result yet, but we'll talk about whether that was a win or a loss tomorrow. Okay, guys, 41 and 26 run with free picks, hitting 6 of the last 9. Tonight, I'm going to go with the Detroit Tigers. Slight home dog. I know the Texas Rangers have just been on a phenomenal run. I know what they've done on the road. I know how they just beat the hell out of the Boston Celtics. They could have beaten the Celtics too, beating up the Red Sox at Fenway. But I like the Tigers here tonight, getting about $1.15 as a home dog. Yu Darvish, I used him in his Major League opening debut and picked up a win with him, but he didn't pitch that well. And he certainly didn't pitch that well against Minnesota either in his last start. Here's the deal. In the home opener against Seattle, or his Major League debut, I should say, against Seattle, he gave up the 4 runs in the first inning, and in 5 2/3 innings, he gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, and struck out 5, but the number that concerned me the most was his control, 4 walks, as he's getting used to the U.S. strike zone. Now, in Minnesota, in his next start, a lot of hits again allowed. 9 hits in 5 2/3 innings, 2 runs, only one of them earned, 4 strikeouts, but again, walked 4 batters. So you've got an 8 walks, 17 hits, and 11 1/3 innings against a Tigers team that you may have noticed with Prince Fielder and Cabrera can, put some runs on the board. I like the way the Tigers, they've won 4 straight, sweeping Kansas City thanks to a 4-3 comeback win last night, rebounding from a 2-game losing skid. That was preceded by a 5-1 start. They're 5-1 at home. I know the Rangers are coming off that sweep of the Red Sox at Fenway. They've won 6 straight. They're 10-2 on the season. But I'm going to go with this guy, Adam Wilk, tonight. He literally got knocked out of his last start because he was sitting on the bench and Prince Fielder fouled off a ball, hit him in his pitching shoulder, knocked him out of the game. Just a minor bruise. He's going to start tonight. He had a dreadful spring, only made 1 start in his 5 appearances, didn't pitch well, but against the White Sox in that first Major League start, he left the game losing 2-0, but he didn't pitch that poorly. 5 innings, 3 runs allowed, 4 strikeouts, only 1 walk. So again, I think Darvish's control problems get to him tonight, and I think the Tigers bats boom, and I like Detroit as the home dog. Now, let's talk about the NBA for just a second. I'm looking at a potential teaser tonight, but guys, listen, I got to tell you, just a little warning. You know how much I love teasers. I've won 4 of my last 5. I think 7 of my last 9. I think teasers, especially when you're using home favorites in the NBA or in football, very interesting depending on the number. In an NBA teaser, you're getting 4 points to play with. So I'm looking tonight at Miami in double revenge against Chicago. I can take the Heat at home and double revenge -2 against a Bulls team that's probably going to be without Derrick Rose again. Okay, and then I'm thinking, who am I going to hook them up with? Well, I could hook them up with Detroit, maybe. You could hook them up with the Pistons, -1 at home against Minnesota. But here's where the angst comes in and the dilemma, guys, and why I was going to give this pick to you originally, but now I tell you that I think maybe it's not the wisest choice. The Heat have not looked like the Heat here for quite a while, and Dwayne Wade has not looked like Dwayne Wade in at least 6 weeks. So I'm a little worried about Miami. Low-scoring game. The Heat should win at home. But they should have been in the Memphis Grizzlies at home a few weeks ago, too, you recall? And then you look at the Pistons. They blew out Cleveland by 150 points 2 nights ago. Then last night, they got destroyed at home by the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Minnesota comes in here. You know, the Timberwolves have lost 27 consecutive games in April, dating back to 2009. 27 in a row. But even though they've lost 11 straight overall in the series, playing without Kevin Love, playing without Ricky Rubio, playing without Luke Rettenauer, I mean, they've got so many injuries, but they've won 5 straight in this series. And the Pistons are only 2-6 in their last 8 games. They've played 3 games in 3 days. Never know what can happen there, you know. So, and the Pistons don't play any defense. So I'm just going to stick with the Tigers as my free pick. But I wanted to discuss that teaser with you because I saw some people in the business coming with that tonight, and I thought, wow, it's an interesting teaser. The numbers work out because they're thinking the same way I do. Take those home favorites, take them down, make them at a 1-2 point favorite. They just have to win the game straight up. But I just wanted to point out, you know, you got a little bit of concern. But I've got it off my chest again. April 19 is going to be your $19 money saving discount coupon code, and we agree. No more pissing off women because then we can get rid of Adele as well. Talk to you later, guys. See you on Friday.